In this video, we're going to be taking a look at every single candy in Build-A-Boat for Treasure. We're going to be ranking the candies and seeing which one is actually the best inside of the game. We're also going to be taking a look at when these candies could be returning, because they could be returning this month where you could potentially get them for free. On top of that, we're going to be talking about a potential new candy that could be added to the game and what candy ideas that you guys have. So make sure to stay tuned. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. We're not going to waste any more time. Let's hop straight into the video. All right, so first let's actually get into what exactly is the candy items. Well, you guys can see right here, they're probably one of the most useful blocks inside of the game. And well, let's start off with the blue candy. So the blue candy right here can actually make you super small, just like this. It's the shrink candy, aka the blue candy. Now, this one you actually can customize with the property tool, where if you actually click on it, on the left hand side here, you guys can see that it says shrink head scale, shrink width scale, height scale, depth scale. So you can actually mess around with these and get some pretty interesting avatar types. You can see right here, this one just made my head super small, and you can play with this and get some very interesting combinations here. And this one right here made me a lot thinner with a bigger head as well. Okay, very interesting. I look like Flat Stanley right now. So that right there is the blue candy. Now the opposite of the blue candy is the red candy. The red candy is essentially the opposite. It just makes you basically like 5 times as tall. And look at my avatar animations with the big candy. It's absolutely hilarious how I walk around. In fact, wait, I'm actually kind of curious. Can you actually use a gold grinder with the big candy? Wait a second, hold on. Interruption for myth busting real fast. We have to try it. Okay, so I placed the hinge, or I placed the cake, now I placed the hinge block. Is this even gonna work? Okay, let's delete it. And bro, this is not gonna work. There is no way. Hold on, let's try what's a good average gold grinder here? Okay, let's try just a basic magnet one. Let's see what that looks like. I'm just curious to see if you can grind gold with the red candy activated. All right, so we built that. Place our hinge block right there. All right, let's place a magnet right on the front. Okay, we have our gold grinder made. All right, let's see if you can grind gold with a giant avatar. Oh wait, I just deleted the magnet. That was great. All right, I got my gold grinder back and built, ready to go. All right, 3, 2, 1, and let's see if this will work. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Wait, it actually doesn't really feel any different. In fact, it honestly makes it feel more smooth. It feels like I have more control over my avatar. Oh, okay, that was great. I love the arcade state. And that leaves us next up with the, we have the yellow candy, the purple candy, and the pink candy. So the purple candy right here, you guys can see when I activate it, it just makes you jump higher. That's essentially all that it does inside of the game. It doesn't make you like run faster, doesn't like, change your avatar at all other than just the jump feature on it. Now you can also eat the yellow candy with it. Now the yellow candy is going to give you speed. Now a little hint here is that if you actually eat the purple and yellow candy and you combine them together, you essentially get the same effect that the pink candy has. So the pink candy is essentially the purple candy and the yellow candy mixed together. So honestly, the purple and yellow candies are pretty much useless if you have a pink candy, because the pink candy can, do the same thing but just with one click. So it's just having 2 in 1. Essentially, it might even have like a higher jump. I'm not too sure. I wonder which one's actually better. That should be something I should test one day. But out of all of the candies inside of the game, just to keep it short and sweet, I would say that probably the most useful ones are the yellow, or the pink, blue, and red. And then like the purple and yellow one, really, there's really no point to have them if you have a pink candy. But I would say these are like the top 3 candies for sure. And if I had to choose one out of all of them, I'd have to go with the pink candy 100%. But you can also combine the pink candy with the red and blue candy as well, so that's pretty cool. Now, when these items could be returning to the game. Now, last year we did have a Halloween update inside of Build-A-Boat, and they added some items back to the shop for a limited time. But probably the best feature out of this entire update is the candy houses that they put around the map. So these just spawn in out of nowhere, and basically what you do is you go up to them, you trick or treat essentially, but sometimes there is a hand that could grab you sometimes, and it might make you oof, but other times you should be good. And this is how you actually can get some candies. But there is one candy that like was not added inside the update last year, and that was the red candy. I'm not too sure if they forgot about it or what really happened with it, but the other candies that were obtainable were the pink candy, the yellow candy was obtainable, the purple candy, but the pink candy candy and the blue candy were more of the rare ones, but I think the pink candy was definitely the rarest to unlock for sure. Also, you guys can see right here that they do, or if they do add the update, I'm assuming they're going to bring back these Halloween stages as well, because that's what we got last year, but it's not confirmed we're going to get an update this year. I just want to make that pretty clear that it has not confirmed, but we did get one last year, so it might be like an automatic update thing that they've done before in the past that they're going to do for Christmas this year, is have it automated, so it automatically gets added. So I'm thinking maybe they did the same thing for the Halloween update last year where it automatically gets added this year. I don't know. It's not confirmed, but if they did add one last year, that gives me hope that this year there's probably a good chance we're probably going to have another update. So it is now your guys' chance to get some candy if they do actually end up adding it. Now, the next thing I want to go over is I asked you guys in a few videos ago if you guys had any ideas for certain candies to be added to Build a Boat for Treasure, what would they be? And, well, probably one of the most popular comment or idea that I got out of this entire comments was probably a candy that gives you health. Yes, you guys heard that right. So essentially what we have inside the game right now is we have one that makes you small, one that makes you big, we have one that makes you run fast and jump high, and then there's one right here that you know, makes you run fast, and one that makes you jump high. So, and then we have one that makes you shrink and one that makes you big. But if they did add a candy to the game, I don't really know what color it would be. Let's just paint it like a dark blue like that if you actually eat it, you would gain health. So that way, when you're going through the stages and you're taking any damage or whatever, you eat it and it gives you some health back. Now, I feel like that'd be pretty cool, especially for like PvP battles as well. Like, you could eat candy, it would give you health. You could technically use it as like a PvP item. I feel like it would be honestly pretty cool. I saw some comments as well, if you eat a candy that you can levitate for a certain duration. That one, I don't really know about that one. It seems interesting. I don't really know how it would work. There was another comment saying that if you eat the gold, or if you eat the candy, then the next time you go through the stages, you'll get an increased amount of gold. That one seems very interesting. Like a golden candy, that would actually be pretty cool, but kind of overpowered because people could just eat it every single time they go through the stages and just get more and more gold. But you know, that's not a bad idea. They'd have to balance it for sure. There's another candy that was suggested, and that is the invisible candy. That one I could definitely see them adding to the game. I don't know why, but if they have one that changes you know, your height and also your speed, like I would think that they would add a candy to the game that makes you invisible. Now, obviously, you wouldn't be invisible to the water, so you couldn't just, you know, eat the candy and then just walk on the water all the way to the end, because technically you wouldn't be touching the water. But I feel like that would be a very, very interesting idea. I feel like that's probably one of the more likely ones to be added potentially, just because there's a bunch of glitches inside of the game already that can make you invisible. They might as well add it into a candy at this point. But if you guys have any ideas for like candy ideas, let me know down below. I'm curious to hear more of your guys' ideas for these, but probably the most likely one, if they do add a candy, it's not confirmed that they will, but if they do in the future, maybe one that gives you a health boost, maybe the invisible one, but the gold one and the levitating one definitely sound very, very interesting. I would love to see it, just to see what it would be like. But let me know your ideas down below and what you guys think is going to be inside of this Halloween update if we do get one. Be sure to drop a big thumbs up and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys all inside of the next one. Peace out and goodbye.